your house burnt down or an outhouse that you had that
Yeah, my house and shop burned down in Williams Lake. This is, geez, that's funny you say that because I was a year ago today. We moved into this house here,
Mhm.
actually, a little bit over a year ago, almost 2 years now. Okay, and my wife passed away 2 weeks before my house burned down, and my shop in Williams Lake.
Yeah. So your wife
So
or your
yeah, that was pretty painful because that was in January, right?
mhm.
She passed away in January. We sent her to the spirit world on January the 9th,
Wow.
right? And then 2 weeks after that, I think 2 or 3 weeks after that, our house burned down. So we were homeless for a while. And yeah, so, and then at the same time, we're still grieving on top of losing our house.
And during that time, you're grieving, trying to rebuild, but because not only your house burns down, but also the art that you've created, right?
There are lots of it. I
Eh,
lost two two totem poles, 10 feet and 7.5 feet. That were just being going to get shipped away. I had a few carvings that were Dr. Jordan Peterson's carvings that I had already wrapped up and ready for shipping. They were going to be leaving on a Monday, and the house
Yeah.
burned down on Friday. So I lost a lot of bit of art and
Mhm.
lost all my tools and a lot of old artifacts that I had from my great grandparents, like carving tools that I never used anymore, but hung on to them just for the memories of how they were teaching me.
And what keeps you motivated after so much loss? And what like actually keeps you going? And because not only, was your house burnt down, but also your life's work.
Um, I wish my kids were up. It's them. It's the family, my children. The love and the strength they have and how much they show it to me is what keeps me going every day. Waking up and seeing that big smile and say, "Love you, Dad, with all my heart."
Yeah.
Wow, that's what makes me feel good every day. It's through them, through the power of their love and power of seeing the true love coming from them. Because there's nobody teaches the little kid that.
Mhm.
It, you show each other's that kind of love, and it gets shown back to you.
Tell me a little bit more about your early experiences and the influence that those experiences had when you're in residential school.
Well, in there is nothing good to talk about. It's after residential school is where when my life was sort of restarted over.
Hmm.
In there, there's nothing good to talk about, so I'm not even going to go there because it's just you know you can think about all the negative stuff and all the abuses that are written down in this world. It
Hmm.
happened in there, right? So, and it wasn't good. It wasn't a good scene. It wasn't as a child because there was nobody there that you could run to for support or help or hide behind because you're getting hurt.
Hmm.
All these different abuses.
Yeah.
Like I said, you could name them off, and there may be even some new ones that aren't even out there yet that have happened in there. But yeah, I'm just wanted to say to all the other survivors out there, love you guys. Love all of you
Hmm.
for being the strength you guys have today to carry on your guys' lives. And it's tough because it never goes away. Those thoughts and feelings about what happened as a child. It's just how you deal with it on an everyday basis. And once again, I have to thank Dr. Jordan Peterson and his family for the support that they give me when he has time to talk with me about where I'm at today
Hmm.
in grieving or in my from being working on myself from being in residential school.
Yeah, because a lot of us, we have traumatic experiences, and we say that we grew up in traumatic experiences. But listening to your story does not compare with the experiences that a lot of us have suffered. But at the end, uh, it's having that support system uh, that is necessary. You've
Very important. Very important. It's important because when you're alone and the cycle comes along
mhm,
and that dates at the time that I have been injured or
mhm,
abused in any formal way, and you don't have somebody there to help you out of that misery, first thing that comes to mind is suicide.
yeah,
I don't care about myself. I don't love myself. So why am I here?
mhm,
Or you turn to drinking, drugging, or like you say, suicide because you feel like no matter what you do in life, you know you start to believe what you hear that you're not worthy. You're just you're a filthy native dog, and so you get brainwashed almost from hearing that every day as a child. So you almost start to believe that you're not worthy.
yeah. And sometimes it's the stuff that we tell ourselves that we just can't do anything or do anything right.
Listening with my great grandparents, I always go back to my great grandparents because that's who I grew up with.
Hmm.
And my grandparents, my dad's mom, dad, and my great grandparents were really patient, and they were really, one thing that I seen lots was the sharing, the sharing of their love, the sharing of their knowledge
Hmm.
and their time. There was no time. It was, if you wanted to learn something, they would teach it to you till you understood what you were there for.
And what would you say was the biggest piece of advice that they gave you?
Was to let your children be children.
Hmm. That.
Allow them to be kids. Allow them to have fun. Allow them. Don't keep saying no
Hmm.
and explain what no means. Don't just say no. Don't do that. Allow it to happen and express why you're saying no to them, so you understand why it's no.
And
Those
now.
are the things that I remember. Is just because I didn't get taught how to be a father in residential school. I didn't get taught how to be a brother or uncle or anything. It was when you're at home. That's where the teaching was.